Delegates attending the Teachers Federation annual conference rallied outside the state government offices in Farrer Place today, July 5th. They continued to protest against the O'Farrell government's wages and industrial relations policies. Speakers at the rally included Federation Senior Vice President Joan Lemaire and President Bob Lipscomb, Secretary of Unions New South Wales Mark Lennon, and Australian Education Union Federal President Angelo Gavrielatos.
These laws do not only represent an attack on teachers, they represent an attack on our students. And if there's one thing consistent with the traditions of this union, the New South Wales Teachers Federation, we will not let that happen. We will not let that happen. Today I extend to you greetings from 185,000 teachers right across Australia, and they extend to you their solidarity in this campaign to ensure that the learning conditions of our students are not compromised.
Claudia Vera, a teacher from southwest Sydney, spoke about the potential effect of the legislation on students in classrooms across New South Wales, as well as the necessity to maintain wages and conditions to both attract and retain teachers, on which high-quality public education system depends.
At a time where energy and investment should be aimed at plans to address the mass exodus of those teachers reaching retirement age, this policy, in taking away our bargaining rights, putting at risk our hard fought-for conditions and cutting our pay will do nothing. It will do nothing to attract and retain those teachers that we urgently require to replace those gone.
The ones that are actually going to pay the price for all of this is not just teachers, it's not just public sector workers, but it's going to be those kids sitting in my classroom, because it's going to mean that there's going to be bigger class sizes, there's going to be less time for teachers to actually plan for them, and they're the ones that are going to be really taking the brunt of the impact of this ridiculous policy at the end of the day.
We are as outraged as anybody in the public sector at these proposed changes. We believe very strongly Mr O'Farrell does not have a mandate for this. As an older teacher, I don't want to leave my profession to the younger upcoming teachers and teachers yet to be recruited with less working conditions and rights than I've had throughout my career.
It's important to kind of protest to governments when they start to erode the conditions that people need to in order to be teachers. So basically what I'm here for is in solidarity with the ongoing teacher workforce who are going to need to stay united and to fight very hard to overturn this sort of silly legislation that government's come up with.
It's going to impact on education system of the future. It's going to impact on the kids in our classrooms and the teachers and attracting new teachers to the system. And if we don't fix this policy, we're not going to be able to maintain a quality public education system that we have in this state at the moment.
The last lesson, of course, the last message we need to give this government is that if it doesn't repudiate this disgraceful legislation, if it doesn't abandon it, and it doesn't sit down and negotiate in good faith with teachers and other public sector employees in New South Wales, then we'll be back. And we'll be back again and again. And we'll be back, of course, not only as teachers, but we'll be back here with our public sector colleagues from across New South Wales until this government abandons this disgraceful policy.